Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and I just wanted to start the video and say I'm sorry if I've not been uploading recently. I haven't had an operation on my gum and it was quite sore to talk, so that's why I haven't been talking. But a lot has been going on with Man U, isn't it? We've got knocked out of the Champions League by Atletico Madrid. We got beaten 4-1 by Man City, which I thought we would probably do well in. And it looks like it's become a really bad mess at Man U. The season is completely over. The only thing we can think about now is we have Leicester tomorrow. The only thing we can think about now is top four, which is going to be very unlikely because Arsenal is just getting better and better and better. And just to say, if I'm in my this is my school uniform, so I just normally just keep my school uniform on after school. So I've been at school today, and it's Friday, which is very nice. I hope you have a good weekend and are up to doing good stuff. And I will just chill out in the weekend, or maybe do the things that are important and things like that. But anyway, yeah, it is a real mess at Man U, and the only thing we can hope for is having a really good finish to the end of the season and finishing fourth, or maybe even having a really good to the end of the season and even finish fifth. But what we really don't want is to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and make it the worst season we have ever had. That would be absolutely terrible and a shame on the players and the manager. So we have to get our head together and continue to put in performances, because this season's not been good enough, and sadly the things that we hoped for this season have not come, because our season's definitely over. We're knocked out of the Champions League, we're knocked out of the FA Cup, we're knocked out of the Carabao Cup. The only thing we have that is probably not exciting, but is a relief, is top four. So, but even if we don't get top four, if we get Ten Hag in, that would be a very good appointment, because he's just a really good coach. So I'm looking forward to Ten Hag being in and rebuilding. But we don't want to be in the Europa League rebuilding, because it would just be embarrassing. We want to be in the Champions League rebuilding. So let's be in the Champions League when we get Ten Hag. It is going to be a challenge. It's going to be a big challenge. Leicester, we're playing Leicester tomorrow. Leicester even though they are inconsistent, they can still cause you problems. They're not a team that you can really sleep on. They can be very good on their day, so we do have to be careful. But if we want to get in the top four, we have to beat Everton, we have to beat Leicester, we have to beat who else do we have Leeds again? No, we already played Leeds. Oh yeah, Norwich. We have to definitely beat them three, and then maybe draw against Liverpool and Man City to have any chance of top four, because I think top four is very unlikely, because we have just been very, very... I can't explain how bad we have been this season. We've been absolutely really bad, very bad, and lots of players are below average. There's only like 3 or 2 players that are doing quite well, like Sancho and David De Gea and Varane. And Bruno and ones like that. Maybe Ronaldo you could put in it, but yeah, Bruno is playing quite bad as well, and he's one of our most important players. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do, and the work starts with Leicester. If we could get a result there, that will give us more confidence of reaching that top four. Because if we lose, it's going to be gone, because Arsenal is going to just fade away. We need to, unless they keep dropping points and we keep winning, we will get top four. But I don't see it happening. I think Arteta's done very well at Arsenal. I don't like Arsenal, but I respect them, and I I just think they've done a brilliant job, and I think Arteta is a good coach. I know his football probably isn't the best, but he's done very well at Arsenal. He's made them a stable club with lots of consistency again, and I think he's done very well. On the other hand, Brendan Rodgers from Leicester, I think he's done well. I think Leicester is done bad because they're just I think they've just lost it because they didn't get in the Champions League, and maybe they're thinking about that Champions League. Why didn't we get in the Champions League? And that's just drained their confidence, and they've just gotten bad. But Brendan Rodgers is not a bad manager, but I think it will be Leicester can cause you problems. So I'm not saying we probably definitely won't win, because you can't really predict any result from Man U. It's just so up and down. But we have to win. We definitely have to win. We definitely have to beat Everton, Norwich and Everton in the next probably 5 weeks. Is it 3 or 5? 3 or 5. We definitely have to beat them teams, because Arsenal are just fading away. We don't want to miss out on top 4, because that would be a complete embarrassment, because we're not a club like that. We have to be a club that wants to win trophies, wants to win titles, but I'm afraid we can't do that. But if we want to show that we can, that we're not, if we want to show that we're not as bad as people seem, we have to reach the top 4 and go on an incredible run, like 10, maybe go unbeaten for the rest of the season, or win 10 in a row, or win 6, 7 in a row and draw 3, or things like that. But I think it's been a complete mess, and but I am looking forward to Ten Hag. If we manage to get Ten Hag, that would be good, because Ten Hag can rebuild that club, and we'll get back to our normal self. But if we get Poch, we will just fade away, and we won't get worse. We'll probably reach top 4 a lot, but we will just never get better. We will never get to that title race we wanted. Pardon me. But But I'm going to go for a 1-0 win. I think it's going to be quite narrow. Or a draw. I think I'll go for a draw. Because I don't think Leicester's that bad. I think they're quite good. The only thing they struggle with now is just consistency. They're so inconsistent. It's unbelievable how inconsistent they have. Why are they so inconsistent? Because they never used to be inconsistent. They used to be a very, really good team. They used to be... other teams used to be scared of them because they used to be one of the top teams, like top 5 or top 6 in the Premier League, like last season and the other season and things like that. But I think the lineup Randwick will pick in this game is probably David De Gea. He'll probably pick Dalot. He'll probably pick Varane. He'll definitely pick Maguire, because I think Maguire, he never drops Maguire, and Maguire I expect to start. Who should I go with? Tellez or Shaw? I'm not sure, but I don't mind either of them too. McTominay he'll pick, I think. Pogba, Fernandes, Rashford, Sancho instead of Alanga and ones like that, and Ronaldo, which I would drop 2 of them. The ones I drop is, I know I like Rashford, I know he's a good player, but if he's not playing very well, you can't just pick favourites because they're a favourite. If they're not playing well, you have to drop them out of the team because it could have an effect on the team. But yeah, I'll drop Rashford out for Alanga, and then I'll drop Maguire out for Lindelof, and then, or buy. Actually, I think I'd play Bailly, because I like Bailly. I think he had the potential of being a good centre back. He's just really injury prone, and that just ruined his career. But but yeah, we have got a lot of work to do, and the work starts on Saturday. If we want to reach that top 4, we have to just get a move on now, because top 4 is just fading and fading and fading and fading and fading away, and it's getting harder and harder and harder. So we have to get butts together and just fight for it, because it's going to get harder and harder. But I don't see us getting it, I'm afraid. I think we might even still drop silly points even in 10 games. But let's hope we get it, and let's hope we get it in a really good manner, like where we go on a good run or unbeaten run for the rest of the season, like we done in 2020, and when that first pandemic hit, then we went on the beaten run, and we were top of the league for unbeaten runs in that from June and July. Sorry. But yeah. But I think we just have to get a move on, because I don't think we're doing well. And it's been a disappointing season, I'm afraid. And most of the club has to take the blame for it, because we have not been as I expected this season to be in a title race, to maybe go far in the Champions League, and to get at least 80 points. But I'm afraid it's not happened, and I think I know why it didn't happen, because I think we just lost it. I think Ollie... We should have just kept Ollie, shouldn't we? I know people are probably calling me an idiot, but maybe Ollie is better than Ramrick. Maybe you have to say it and say Ollie is better than Ramrick, even though he plays bad football. Even if you play bad football, you can still be a good coach. And I thought Ollie was a good coach, because he got us to the final, he got us to the semi-final. But Ramrick got us knocked out by Middlesbrough. But let's just see how he does. And let's just see how Ten Hag does next year. Hopefully we get Ten Hag, because that would be very exciting. And I might do a video on that and see how it will affect the club and stuff. But yeah, we just have to get our butts together and compete for this top 4, which will be not impossible but unlikely. So we have to show something out of this season and show that we can get back to the top, because it doesn't look like it likely, because we're 5th and we're out of the Champions League and we're out of the Carabao Cup and out of the FA Cup. And standards needs to change in this club, and it needs to change quickly, because if we don't change our standards, we could just get worse and worse and worse. Maybe one day we might even get relegated to the Championship, and that would be absolutely embarrassing for a big club like Man U. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, and I hope you have a good weekend. And looking for, even though we're not playing well, even though Man U's not playing well, I'm still looking forward to the match. Even if Man U were in the relegation zone, I'll still watch their matches. I know they keep losing, which will be annoying, but I'll still watch their matches, because that's why we support Man. It's just I like the matches. I like watching the matches and things like that. It just gives you something to do. But let's hope we don't lose on Leicester, because if we lose, top 4 is definitely gone. I think top 4 is really unlikely. Probably like a 10% chance if we lose. So we need to win. We need to win fast, because Arsenal is just fading away from that top 4. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next time.